Tony Matterhorn, baby mother carry my coat for mine in Picnic. Tony Matterhorn asked for a DNA test, and when the test was done, it was not Tony Matterhorn Picnic. Tony Matterhorn is only one of thousands and thousands of men that are victims, including a radio disc jockey who came public. He lives overseas. Him live overseas and file for him 2 Picnic. And when the DNA do, none of the 2 Picnic are no fee. And him come in the media, come talk about it plain and straight. And say him almost admit him to hospital because him blood pressure fly up and he was traumatized. This is the effect with jacket off per man. And I say us as men, we need justice. We need justice. We want justice. We want justice. We want these women to be punished. We want our payback to these women. And there is no avenue for us to turn when these wicked, evil girl give we Picnic we are not for we. And a long time, men like 119, men like Twin of Twins, men like Oral Tracy, man like Deeply Boss, a long time we are want to not tell no evil and wicked these nowadays bitches are. And see it you now, this debate, this topic of conversation in the country now, rampant in the country now, about jacket and the little dirty, nasty, evil, wicked girl them, where them a do to man, a kill man with bun and jacket. If there is no bun, there can be no jacket. No bun, no jacket. But bun is the norm now. Bun is the norm. And so there's going to be more and more and more jacket. And I hear some people are talking about this 48% of Picnic born are given to the wrong father. It's not 48%. It's 48% from the new lab when you have DNA, whatever 876 DNA. But the statistics is 70%, which means only 3 out of every 10 Picnic that are born in Jamaica are given to the rightful father. Only 3 out of every 10. And all that is going on in the society now, this big conversation, this topic of debate now about jacket giving and bun giving because the two of them walk hand in hand. And not a peep out of the government. Not a peep out of the opposition. Because they don't want to say anything to offend women. Women are off limits. Women are not to be criticized. Women are untouchable. And only one little brother, one little backbencher from down at St. James named Leroy Clark. Him alone dare to open his mouth because they know how offend women. So women are free to do anything and get away with it. And so when this girl went to court, said Tony Matterhorn now mine in Picnic. And when it was revealed in court that is not Tony Matterhorn Picnic, where was Tony Matterhorn to turn to get justice? She could go to court to get justice. How would Tony Matterhorn and all the thousands and thousands and thousands of men who these little wicked girls no stop bun and give jacket, how are they to get justice? And these women, them so barefaced now and daring, because they say then what you can do? What you can do about it? You can't do nothing about it. Me bun you and me give you a jacket and it done. Because you can't do nothing about it. And that is why I say without apology, The government don't provide no avenue. Society don't provide no avenue for men to get justice when a girl give him jacket. And so, the only option we have as men is to take matters into our own hands. Which is why I say to all the men them out there, who no just make sure someone no left no evidence. But when a girl give you a jacket, take off our friggin' head. Is the only option we have. Chop them up fine like a meat and dash them away. Make them body disappear. Make them find pieces of them floating in the rivers and seas and scattered in the bushes. Is the only option we have. Because these women now can do anything, and the law is there to protect them. The police is there for them to run to. But where do men run to get justice? Where do men turn? No avenue is available to us. And the government every day say they want to stop violence. But if you want to stop violence, you have to address the things that breed violence, like jacket giving. Instead of them, yo, I tell you, say, yo, hey, this society, man, that society is something as the hypocrisy to protect woman. Instead of them stop violence, instead of them address the thing that cause violence, hear what them say. Look on this article you know in the Jamaica Observer. It says, jacket blow back. Local clinics warn mandatory paternity testing could lead to violence. And it says several local paternity testing clinics say Jamaica is not ready for mandatory DNA testing at birth, as such a move could increase gender-based violence and illegal abortions. Who no hear that? Who no see that? So instead of tell the woman them, instead of tell the woman them to behave themselves, to stop the wicked and evil, they are saying that we should not test the babies. We should have no DNA testing because it might lead to violence. But the violence is a symptom of something. The violence is because the women are wicked and evil and inconsiderate. And that is what needs to be addressed. Of course, every child born in Jamaica must be DNA tested. If only 3 of every 10 children born in Jamaica are given to the right fathers, then the government must take up this matter in and do something about it. First of all, paternity fraud must be made a crime. And there must be mandatory DNA testing for every child born in Jamaica. No matter what these DNA clinics and these sociologists and they're saying, no, don't do it. Because it's going to be too much violence. You see how they're hypocritical? They're not telling the women, none of them come out and say to the woman, stop do it. Stop the bun and jacket. That's the problem. That is the problem. And I am saying to the men, be violent with them. It's our only option. It's the only deterrence. And it's the only justice we can get by taking matters into our own hands. And until the government and the society provide an avenue so that us men can get justice, with the power we own, we have to chop them up, fine, take off them friggin' head and make them disappear. 119. And please remember to subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you're on TikTok, you press the follow button. And remember to like this video. That is it. Just do that for me. And tomorrow morning when you look in your bank account, you're going to see a nice little deposit in there. 119